Guys, so I wanted to do a tag of Kelly Maples. I went ahead and typed out the 14 different questions, and I thought I would go ahead and do the tag. I actually saw this tag on All Four Reborns channel and really enjoyed kind of hearing her responses. It's a lot of interesting different questions, so hopefully I won't ramble on too long. I'll try to keep my answers concise. And I also had a request from one of the mommies out there to do more videos of my Paradise Galleries babies, and I'm definitely happy to do that. They are, and I have here two of my favorites, favorite Paradise Galleries babies. I'll just introduce them quickly if you guys didn't see the video where I kind of showed that whole collection. And Toby, I need to change him. He is wearing a fleece outfit. It is just way, way too hot in the summertime for that. But this is Toby. He is the Bon Appetit baby from Paradise Galleries. He's actually the very first Paradise Galleries baby I got. And you guys, I love this baby. He is like freaking adorable. Let me just show you guys a little closer what he looks like. He is so cute. And if you guys saw my box opening of Toby, and I did include that, it's one of my earlier videos, he reminds me of my son, and he looks a lot like my son in terms of his little smile, and he's just got the cutest expression. So anyway, and then this is Katie. She is the Bamboo Sculpt by Paradise Galleries. And I actually also have baby May here, who is, she is right here. I call her Ellie. And so she is actually really Katie's twin. They look very, very alike. I'd have to kind of measure their heads. I think maybe the face shape is slightly different, but they do look so similar. And the other kind of interesting thing is all of the limbs on these three babies are the same. So I don't know if this looks unrealistic with Katie, like kind of, or with Ellie kind of standing there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let her keep standing there because I think that looks cute. So, all right, I'm going to jump into the questions. So the first one is, how did you find out about Reborns? So for me, it was, one day, I think I was searching on eBay, and I don't remember if, I typed in the words fake baby, but I think it was just at, I was just at a time when I was starting to think about like wanting to start a family. I was collecting American Girl dolls at the time, and I don't know what it was, but I don't remember why I typed it in, but it must have been a divine thing. But I typed in the words fake baby and in eBay, and oh my gosh, like all these Reborn listings came up, and I was like, at first I was like I was kind of repulsed. I was like, oh my gosh, these like babies look so real, and you kind of have that, wow, that's so creepy, like initial reaction. But then as I like looked at them, more closely, and I started watching some of the auctions, I was like, wow, this baby, it looks like a real baby. Like you're really gonna like bring home a real baby. And I was pretty amazed. And so after kind of watching lots of different auctions and just browsing eBay, and there wasn't a lot written on the topic at the time, but anyway, that's how I found out about Reborns, and I ended up buying my first one from eBay. Okay, second question: do you prefer open eyes or closed eyes? Ooh, that is a really good question. I think that overall, I prefer open eyes. I know that it's not as realistic because, babies, no kid or baby has their eyes constantly open. They usually blink or they sleep. So I really do love sleeping babies for the realism, but I feel like my open eye babies have more personality, and I find myself, and I'm very outgoing. I love to talk to my babies sometimes, and when they have open eyes, I feel like I can interact with them more. So I think for that reason I prefer open eyes. And so that would be my overall answer. But I do love closed-eyed babies too. And you guys have seen I have quite a few sleeping babies, and so it's a pretty good mix in my collection. Do you like non-human reborns like vampires, zombies, and animals? My answer to that would be no. It's just not my thing. I do admire the art that goes into creating those babies and those reborns, for sure. I think some of them are amazingly done, but it's not something that I personally want to have in my collection. Number 4, your favorite outfit for each doll. That is really, really tough. And I have so many babies and so many clothes. I did mention, I do have certain outfits that I know that when that baby wears that outfit, I love to see that baby wearing that outfit. I think for my Emily, there are these like cute little denim overalls with the butterflies. You guys have seen her wear that before, and she has this like little purple headband. That's like my favorite outfit on her. On my silicone babies like Aria, Isla, and now Olivia, I love I love them in like Janie and Jack, like really, feminine and pretty, like sort of dresses. I really like that. And then there's also this one pink, like Ralph Lauren dress. And I should really put Aria in that sometime, you guys, and show you. But when she wears that, it reminds me so much of my daughter because she actually owned that exact same dress when she was a baby. And we bought it in several sizes because we loved it so much. And I'm so glad I bought one for Aria and Isla because I knew that I was going to have her portrait baby made, so I remember buying it and setting it aside. So anyway, I do have some favorite outfits for each baby, but it would take way too long for us to go through those. But those are a few. My favorite thing about each reborn. Wow, that's another one that is really, really tough. I will say that with like my silicone babies, my favorite thing, with the portrait babies, Aria, Isla, and Olivia, my favorite thing is really just that they look like my daughter. And they remind me of her when she was a baby. And when I hold them, just the realism, and it just brings me back to a really happy time when she was a baby, and it just helps me to remember those like really, really precious newborn days. And so I just absolutely love that about those babies. With Olive, who, my Olive sculpted by Sandy Faber, and this is, I named her Millie, but I keep calling her Olive. I love her smile. She just brightens up my day. I love my newborn sleeping reborns, Maddie and Clara, just for the way that they cuddle up in my arms and they feel so newborn and cuddly. Same with Indy. I love that about Indy as well. And I will say, that with Indy, that she is a baby that she's so cuddly. I just hold her in my arms, and she's just so sweet. I love my two Saskias and Connolly, my Connor, who is the Connolly sculpt by Andrea Arcello. Those are 3 open eye babies. What I love about them is just their personality. Like I feel like Jenna is really mischievous. She's got this kind of toddler look to her. Emily's just got this sort of pure and sweet look, very baby. And then Connor, my daughter always says, Connor looks sad. He does kind of look sad. And he's got this like little pout and just kind of like, what? You're not letting me have another cookie? And he's just like the sweetest. He's so cute. And then Evelyn, who is my just big sleeping girl. What I love about her is just, I don't know, she's just got this like peacefulness about her that radiates from her, and she's just a very sweet girl. So I love all my babies for just different reasons. And then with my Paradise Galleries babies, let me talk about these 3. I love Toby's smile. He is just adorable and just so happy. Like I really love him. And like I said, he reminds me of my son. So he's really special from that perspective. With Katie, she's just really like, Katie and Ellie both, they kind of they're very similar to me. They're just super cuddly babies. I will say that about Paradise Galleries. They are a little bit more lightly weighted, so in terms of the snuggle factor, it's just really, really easy to cuddle them. And I've, before I got all my reborns, I actually, I like to sometimes take a baby with me in the car, even if I don't end up taking them out. But I would, take usually either Ellie or Toby with me in the car, just for some company. It's just kind of fun to have a baby with you. So I really like them for, they're lighter weight and they're really portable. But yeah, she's just really sweet. I don't know. So yeah. And then, oh, and then my like mini babies, Silicone, Jack, and Rose, I really love just, they're so sweetly sleeping. And as you saw, I took Rose with me to Vegas. She's just very portable. And I think that's awesome because you can like really, I took her everywhere with me in Vegas, and she was just like wrapped up in her little blanket in my work bag. And it was just fun knowing I had a baby with me and no one else knew that she was there. So that was really cool. Okay, so number 6, what size baby do you like the most? I would have to say my favorite size baby is newborn size, and I think it's just the way that they curl up in your arms. And I will also say this because my two kids when they were babies, they were really they were actually really big babies. Audrey was almost 10 pounds. Ethan was almost 9 pounds when they were born. So they were big babies. They weren't in the newborn phase for very long. So I do really love the newborn size for that reason. Um, what do you prefer, bald, painted, or rooted? I do prefer rooted hair overall, just for the realism. And if rooted hair is done well, it's definitely my favorite. But I do enjoy a very well I do think painted hair can look great. And personally, as an artist, I enjoy painting hair the most. So, do you have a favorite reborn? Wow. So, my favorite, it would be a tie between Aria and Isla, my two silicone twins. They are my favorite, hands down. Do you have a favorite reborn YouTuber? Oh my goodness. There are so many channels I watch and so many that I like. Some of the ones that are, I'll name a few that are my favorites. I really enjoy Crystal's channel, and also Inez's channel, Don't Worry Reborn Collective. I also I really like My Little Tulip. I There's so many, My Little World. I love the channels that talk about different topics. Those are really like sort of my favorite videos to watch. I love box openings and changing videos and that sort of thing, but those are really like my favorite kind of videos to watch. So if Maze Win Lily, I mean, a lot of you guys are doing these like topical videos. Oh, Kelly Girl, I forgot to mention Kelly Girl. And then I did get started watching YouTube also. I really enjoy Stephanie's channel, Mariah's channel, Kelly Maple's channel. It was Kelly Maple and Mariah who both got me into Paradise Galleries because I was like, oh, those babies are pretty cute. So that's how I ended up getting so many. But anyway, that's a great question, and I apologize if I left any of you guys out, but I watch so many different channels. I enjoy them all. Favorite clothing brand? Ooh, that's a good one. I would have to say overall, I love Janie and Jack. Just for their clothes are so elegant and really classy and just so beautiful. But I will also say whatever Kelly Girl buys for her babies, I love her baby's wardrobe. I love like all of those clothes. I don't know where she gets them. I think a lot of them might be from Europe, and I have not yet like really ventured to shopping the European brands. In terms of some of the more mainstream brands, I do really like Gymboree. I do really like Carter's too. My kids wore a lot of Carter's. And interestingly enough, my kids wore a lot of, my daughter especially wore a lot of tea collection. I would wait till their dresses would go on sale, and sometimes they would have $15 dresses for sale. But I haven't gotten tea collection for my babies. I'm going to need to change that. I really think they have super cute clothes. So those are some of my favorites. Favorite diaper brand? So most of my babies actually wear cloth diapers, but in terms of other kinds of diapers, I'd have to say Pampers just because it reminds me of what that was what my kids wore when they were like newborns. And then I think once they got more active, I found that Huggies fit them a little bit better. So we then transitioned to Huggies. But just for pure nostalgia, I really like Pampers, especially the Pampers Swaddle diapers. They're really soft for the baby's skin. And then Jen from Creative Newborns. I really love her channel too. Jen from Creative Newborns had talked about when she was packing for the IDTNS show that her Pampers diapers did not leave a sticky residue on her Reborns, whereas the Honest diapers did. But I love the Honest diaper designs. They're so cute, but just something to be a little bit careful of, guys, because she had that experience of it leaving some residue. Favorite brand of pacifier, I would have to say Nuke. I just think they have really cute designs, and I also like how they're curved and they fit the baby's face really well. Favorite bottle brand, I don't really have a favorite bottle brand. I don't actually own any bottles for my Reborns. With my kids, we usually use just like glass bottles because they were easy to wash and rinse out. Or we use the Medela bottles. When I was nursing my son, I would pump milk into the Medela bottles. So I have I have special memories attached with that bottle brand for that reason. But yeah, I know there's a lot of really cool ones out there now. And then last question is, why do I like Reborns? And gosh, for me, it's just it's really, I love babies. I've always loved babies, and I love kids, and it just seems like and I've always loved dolls too. So it's like combines all of those loves all together into one hobby. I love how with Reborns, as a collector, I love just the feeling that you have a real baby. And I remember when I was a child, when I was probably 13 or 14, Reborns I don't think existed back then. That was a long time ago, guys. I don't want to give away my age, but that was a while ago when I was, that age. But I remember thinking, gosh, it would be so nice to have a doll that looked like a real baby and was baby size, so I could actually buy it real baby clothes. I just thought that would be so much fun. So I would have totally been into it, as a child for sure. But yeah, I just love how you capture just a special moment of when a baby is a baby, and you can really just preserve that, and they stay babies forever. They don't, they don't change, and they don't grow up. They don't talk back at you when they get older and throw tantrums. You don't get all the kind of negative parts of parenthood, which are tough, which can be tough and challenging. Of course, you don't get the interactive and fun parts too, but they're just beautiful, and I like to look at them. My Reborns I have displayed, around the room, and my silicones, I love the feel of them. And then just with my Paradise Galleries babies too, I just think they're so cute, and I like holding, I like holding them too. So as an artist, I will say that I really enjoy the artistry. I enjoy the process of bringing a baby to life and seeing that baby come to life before your eyes, and just, it's so calming and relaxing, and it just is such a wonderful creative outlet. And I hope that once I start to sell, I have one baby up for sale right now, but once I start to really sell more babies, and I imagine it would be really, really rewarding to be able to bring that joy to other reborn mommies and those who adopt my babies. I hope that they love them and cherish them. Yeah, but I just think it's a wonderful hobby, and we all have different collecting styles, and I think we should just all enjoy our babies. Whether if you can't afford like a regular Reborn yet, the budget doesn't allow for that. Paradise Galleries or Ashton Drake or some of the manufactured dolls can be really great options. Or shop on eBay and look for a great secondhand deal. No matter how much your baby costed, it's really like the love that we give them, and the love and joy that they bring to us. That's like what matters. And so anyway, great tag by Kelli Maple. And if you guys choose to do this tag, I would love to hear your responses. Thanks so much for watching, and please subscribe and like if you haven't already subscribed to my channel. Thanks, guys.